Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Life of Logan YouTube channel. If you're new here, I would appreciate it if you go on ahead and hit the subscribe button, like the video, because come on, I already know that you're gonna like it, and share it with some other people because this, I guarantee you, will resonate with you and others around you. Also, hit the bell and select all so you get a notification every time I drop a video because you'll want to be in the know of the Life of Logan. So, when I was younger, when I was a young man, remember that song? I forget that song. You know, when I was a young boy. Look, when I was young, there are very few things that I wished I had. I had love. I had support. I had people who cared about me. I had material things, but I've never been a materialistic person. But one thing I do wish I had somebody like me. Meaning that someone who would come in and be that male figure who was also vulnerable. You know, that male figure who was strong and everything or whatever, but they still had their weak side because all of us have kryptonite. And someone who just let me know, like, it's okay to talk about how you feel. A male, I've had plenty of women in my life who have done that for me. Growing up, even in my adult life, had plenty of women within my family, women who I'm friends with, even women who I've dated. I've had that, but to have a male is like totally different. And that's why I'm so big on outreach and just, talking about men's mental health and just overall male mental health, because society will tell you, don't say anything. And it's indoctrinated into these young boys when they're like young. You hear like, hey, boys don't cry, and oh man, toughen up, you a boy. And just because I'm a boy doesn't mean that I don't have, stuff going on with me. And I think that that's a large reason why we have like so much, some people will say it's rampant, but just toxic masculinity is the phrase they use. I'm just gonna say unhealed men. A bunch of unhealed men walking around, because that's what it all boils down to. Unhealed. You have these things that have been inside of you since forever, and you either don't know how to express them, or you've never seen someone who looks like you express them. So we have to be mindful of that. We have to be mindful of all of that, because it's so much that goes into and I'll talk about this on a different episode because I don't want to get on a tangent, but it's so much that goes into fostering the proper environment. And that's why I say I wish I had somebody like me when I was younger, somebody who if I didn't have the words back then, I know ain't too many more people who can beat up this English language better than me. But I didn't have the words back then, and that's why I turned to things like poetry and just like journaling. Like, I've been journaling since I was in elementary school, and just writing down how I felt, because I didn't see anybody who looked like me doing that. And that's the importance of this channel and the podcast and outreach things and everything I do, is giving these young men to see that, hey, here goes somebody who looks like me. Here goes somebody who's strong and charismatic and everything or whatever, but they still have those moments. They still have those weak moments, because that's my passion. Because I know what it feels like to be on the other side of that. So being that I know what it's like to be on the other side of that, I have to do everything I can in the here and now to make sure that I can help people when I can. Because it's something that I wouldn't say I've conquered all of it. I've conquered several parts of it, but it's like eating an elephant. You got to do it one bite at a time. It is a task that seems like it'll never quite be done, but you just got to keep on chomping away at it. I wish I had someone like me who would just listen, because that's really all these young people want. They want somebody to just listen And not listen in a way where you're listening to react. I mean, actually listen to them and then help them. Like, offer your constructive criticism, but make sure it's wrapped in advice and not just trying to tear a person down. I wish that I had someone like me who was that safe space, who was like that comfort, that male comfort that, you know, these young boys need. I wish I had someone like me. And I'm going to make sure that not only just my son, but my son and my nephews and anyone else or whatever, but also people outside of my family, that they make sure that they know that I'm here. I'm here. So that's why I say, when I say share the video, it ain't just to go on ahead and just, help the algorithm. I mean, that does, but share it with some young people, because I guarantee you on this channel, we're going to talk about some things that a lot of men, young and old, don't want to talk about, or they haven't told you about. Share it with them. And if you are one of those males, share it with some other males, because I guarantee you that it's going to resonate with you. And it is our job to make sure that we heal ourselves, or at least are on the path of healing, so we can properly teach the next generation. Because we can't let them fall by the wayside. We can't let them be failed. We have to teach them emotional intelligence. We have to teach them about mental health and proper mental health self-care. We have to teach them that is more to life than being a man, than how many women you have sex with, and what kind of car you drive, and how much money you got in the bank, and what kind of shoes you got on your feet. We have to teach men, we have to teach young men how to be grown-ass men. You have to be that person. It is your responsibility as an evolved being, or a being who is evolving into your masculinity, to raise up the next generation. I wish I had somebody like me who covered all of these things. I had people who covered some great things. I've had, my uncles, my grandfathers. I've had so many great male figures in my life, but it's one part that they missed out on, because they didn't know about, because I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 1984. They didn't know about the things that we know now about mental health and about emotional intelligence and proper emotional care that has plagued us for so many years. I mean, where you think all these diseases and stuff come from or whatever, it originates from inside of your body. And a lot of it is brought on by stress. Stress because you don't feel like you have that outlet, or you feel like this is the way that you're supposed to act. Let me tell y'all something. I gotta take off my shades for this. Let me tell y'all something. It is so many different ways to be a man, and every way doesn't work for everyone. It's different ways to be a man. Now, granted, I'm saying a man, not a boy, a man. And if somebody tries to tell you that men don't share this, or men don't share that, and men don't talk about things that are going on within them, that ain't no man, that is a boy. Because a real man is always going to be able to share how he feels, and he don't care who don't like it, but it's what's going on inside of him. And he knows that that does not validate him as a man. He is not seeking validation from the world as a man. His validation comes from the way he helps people. That's what a real man is. But y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here though, because y'all know I was about to go ahead and start preaching. I'm about to get up out of here. It is a wonderful Saturday here. I got a beautiful day ahead of me. Gotta go ahead and hit some corners, just get out and about, shake some hands and kiss some babies. I mean, hey, it ain't an easy life, but it's the life that I have. Just got done getting my beard taken care of or whatever, so I gotta go on ahead and be out here, let the wind blow in it, and just go on ahead and just radiate in the sun. Thank you everybody for tuning in to the show. I'll be back again soon. Remember, hit that notification bell so you'll always know. And in order for you to hit the notification bell, you gotta subscribe. See what I did there? It's a 2-in-1. Since you're here, please like the video as well, share it with somebody. and comment if you so need to be. The comments ain't got to be long. I mean, it can be if you want to. Let's just keep it positive. You can just tell me I'm doing a good job. You can tell me that you enjoy the velvet vibes that are my vocal cords. You can tell me that my beard looks nice. You can tell me how much you like these shades. I got these shades off of Amazon, by the way, for like under $20. I'm balling on a budget. YouTube ain't started paying me yet, but when they do, I'll still be balling on a budget. Look, but I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. As always, this has been the Life of Logan. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.